canvas, and those seams feed on your ears. Wind blows the dust just like buckshot, and I ain't never seen it rain much out here. Smell your own sweat in the evening, wash up at the galvanized tank. Nearest town's 40 miles. The cook here, he don't smile, and all these young horses are rank. But come a tie-yippee-I-O on the back of my caballo, I whoop it, I want on when I can. My spells, they don't ring much, I never did sing much, but I'm sure enough buckaroo man. Cold fingers stiff in the morning, by noon it's 103. 5-year-old slicks in the canyon, and never a hint of a breeze. Jug-headed hollow-back ponies provide all with hours of grief. There's snakes in the shade, choya on the grade, and a half a ton of grit between my teeth. But come a tie-yippee-I-O on the back of my caballo, I whoop it, I want on when I can. My spurs, they don't ring much, I never did sing much, but I'm sure enough buckaroo man.
Now, colt with a saddle, small gait. Driving a colt that isn't really good at groundwork through the gate for schooling with a saddle on is pretty dumb. Try to hit the center, don't look back, and walk through the gate. Everything that's done in this is done in increments. And it's not a religious ceremony. It doesn't take 6 months. You just got to be smart enough to do it in increments. And we'll get the flag. The flag is a miniature tarp and an extension of my hand. Get out in the middle of the corral so I don't get run over. Got my rope so I can reach down and grab my lead rope if I need it. If I go back here on the hip and that horse is looking the wrong direction, that's how you get hurt. So the horse has to make a decision that what I'm doing is a little more important than what's going on around it. And that's a real big deal here. If I put a death grip on this horse and try to get it to get good about a flag, I will shoot myself directly in the foot. Here's the flag. Now this is the cinchy part too. Remember I talked about getting on them too soon? So here's the flag. Now if you notice, the horse is putting the left hip towards me. So what happens is two separate things. Part of it's fight, which is the left hip, and part of it's flight, which is the front end. So now the horse gets to decide, can I handle it or not? Now here's another thing you think is really a good thing, but it's a bad thing. A horse is braced in the front and frozen. Standing perfectly still is different than standing still. What the horse is telling you is that I'm about ready to react. I'm not standing here because I like this. I'm standing here because I'm trying to make a decision of what I want to do. This is all wonderful, the horse is standing, but you've got to be able to do this while they're moving. Now the horse is unstuck. Now we all know that a tarp like mine makes noise. That's part. I don't use the little girl scarf thing to get this done because I need the noise and the visual. Now here's a sucker punch. This is a place where a horse can't see. I didn't go there first, if you'll notice. When I started off, I was driving the horse in a circle. Now I'm going to teach this horse the term separation. And separation means that when I ask you to move with this flag, you move. If I want you to stand so I can rub you with the flag, you just stand there. So now I'll pick up my energy. For the first time I give direction, and now I give the flag. Here it comes, horse. Here it comes. See what I meant about the feet being stuck? That's what just now happened. That's not a good thing. There. Now, I'm going to reach with the flag, and the horse speeds up, and I say no. Running away is not the answer. For people that do groundwork at a high rate of speed, it's wrong. Now I'm going to pick up the flag, and the horse honestly thinks now that when I rub it with the flag, it needs to stand still. This is the point about separation. What you really need to do, horse, is keep moving while I rub you with the flag. There it is. The horse just connected the dots. Now the height of the skull tells you that the horse is doing it, but it's not real happy about it. Now here comes the flag. It's just a really big one. It's a lot noisier. Now the right stirrup's going to hit the fence. That's on purpose. This is why when you've got a colt you're training, put the saddle on. Don't be lazy. Now the horse knows what to do now. In other words, I don't have to keep swinging my outside hand. In other words, my left hand starts it and then my left hand gets quiet. That's my leg, that's my spur. I stay with direction, but the impulsion is the horse's idea. This is the whole key to training a horse. Pressure and release. Pressure and release. Now we're on our way. I'm going to pressure it because it doesn't get to go through the sand. It has to go over the tarp. Watch the horse sort this out. It's A or B. I don't have a hold of it, so it has to figure out what it chooses to do. And I'll take the pressure off when the horse makes it. I'm behind the eye, remember that. See how that left hind stuck out there again? That's a horse thinking it needs to protect itself. I've already been on this side. I've already been there, horse. You're fine. It's not 100%, but it'll get 100%. Now the one thing I haven't done is I haven't made a lot of noise with it yet. That'll be coming later. But I guess the point of this video is to show you that this is a classic horse to work with because he's hot-blooded and he's a little bothered. Well, okay, take your time. Now, the key to trailer loading, to me, is you watch their ears. Now, of course, be aware of feet kicking you in the guts, but you watch the ears, and the horse will tell you when they're ready to go in. So now, he knows what to do. I haven't touched his body yet, but what I'm telling him is here it comes. And I want him to go all the way to the front. Now, he's standing where he's supposed to be. So I pet him. It's no different than when he come and got me on the fence. He gets to be comfortable in the exact spot where I want him. After a while, if you want to kind of help the horse, you can just stand here. And let him know that it's nothing to be scared of. It's no big deal. You got to be true to yourself when you're working with horses. It's like, what do I need to do to get this horse to be really unbothered? Well, what's it going to take for me to get this horse to go, okay, whatever you want to do?
Sleep in a bedroll of canvas, and Oceum's feed on your ears. Wind blows the dust just like buckshot, and I ain't never seen it rain much out here. Smell your own sweat in the evening, wash up at the galvanized tank. The nearest town's 40 miles. The cook here, he don't smile, and all these young horses are rank. But come a tie-yi-yippee-yi-yo on the back of my caballo, I'll whoop it, I want on when I can. My spells, they don't ring much, I never did sing much, but I'm sure enough buckaroo man. Cold fingers stiff in the morning, by noon it's 103. 5-year-old slicks in the canyon, and never a hint of a breeze. Jug-headed hollow-back ponies provide all with hours of grief. There's snakes in the shade, choil on the grade, and a half a ton of grit between my teeth. But come a tie-yi-yippee-yi-yo on the back of my caballo, I whoop it, I want on when I can. My spurs, they don't ring much, I never did sing much, but I'm sure enough buckaroo man.